If you want to create a small office building in Minecraft, then this is the video for you. The most important part of building a skyscraper is the footprint. This will determine the quality of your layout and how it will look on the outside when you build your floors up. I've gone ahead and created a little space that we will be working with, and I'm going to begin shaping this. Now that I have the foundation and footprint laid out, I've gone ahead and used black and yellow blocks to measure out and find the center of my building. I've also measured out the corners and the length of each side for this building. So pause it and count those blocks if you'd like to follow along. From here, we're going to build our elevators. Now, in realistic buildings, everyone knows that the elevator shaft is usually the spine of the building. Now I want the entrance facing this way, so I'm going to go ahead and build the entrance to the elevators as such. Now we have this shape in the middle. Now I've gone ahead and added a few support pillars. These will be the rib cage of our building, if you will. I also added indicators to show how far from each corner each pillar should be. And then from here, we're going to add glass and the first floor. Before I get started with the time lapse, I just wanted to point out that I typically do my floors at 4 high intervals with 1 block of ceiling texture and then 1 block of the next floor, giving me space to add light into the flooring. Which comes out to about 6 blocks. And here's the indicator for you guys. All right, now I'm going to start building the first floor up and then we'll go from there. Now that the first floor is finished, it's a good idea to gauge how many floors you want to build in this building, and if you would like to have different layers. So because I want this to be a small-ish building, I'm only going to do 6 floors, and then on the top I'm just going to cap it off with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then here I will do that to indicate that it's the last floor. This building in particular doesn't have a big enough footprint to add certain layers, but you can find areas to work with. So one useful tip I've picked up when building these buildings is to build guides on the outermost points of your building. As you can see here, I've created the kind of center square and then the furthest points on either side for this to build outward. Now, in the last clip, I said it doesn't have a big enough footprint or shape to do something with the actual structure of the building. However, I have decided that in these corner areas here, I'm going to bring them up as normal. But then once we reach this top part, I'm going to square it off over the corners. So then it'll cast an overhang that aligns with the furthest most points on all sides, and we'll have 2 squares. Let me finish fleshing it out and then you'll be able to understand the concept. Now, as you can see, we have the top of the roof squared off. I've also added some indicators so that you can measure what this will look like at the top. And now I'm going to go through, fill out the rib cage, and then fill in the glass. Now that we've gone ahead and done the skeleton, it's the fun part, which is the glass. This is usually always the most tedious part, but, well, you know, after that, it's just decorating and having fun. And just like that, all of the glass is placed. Pretty much that's what this building is going to look like, you know. I'm going to do some work up there, but for now, this is about it. I will add, you know, some decoration to the outside. Nothing crazy, just some stripes that, you know, just break up the glass a little bit, because this is, how do I say this? It's the connected textures of the glass make the building somewhat bland. Yeah, so adding some things to the outside, you know, usually helps. Actually, I don't like this. I don't like that one bit. I thought I would, but no, it doesn't work. But yeah. That's pretty much how you build a basic modern office building. You know, it's nothing too crazy. I know I'll get more crazy with my designs as time goes along, but yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and fill out the inside and then give you guys a little time lapse.
Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.